my Paradise Panthers. Man, it's so windy outside. I had to come down here kind of in a ditch kind of behind my house to get out of the wind. So anyway, I want to give a few shout outs today. Man, it was a great day. I got to see a lot of people at Paper Packet Pickup today. And that was super awesome to get to see some of you guys. So I want to give a few shout outs to the people I saw today in the car line for Packet Pickup. And I want to give some shout outs to people who have been messaging me in Google Classroom. Okay, I want to give a shout out to Preston, to Logan, to Colton, to Hayden. I got to see Hayden's new puppy today. That was fun. I got to see Peyton today. I got to see Ava and her new puppy. And I talked to Bree on the phone yesterday, and Allie McCormick, talked to her in Google Classroom, and I got to see Addison today in the car pickup. Hi, Goldie. Well, a cat came out here to join me. Come here. I want you to meet my class. This is my cat, Goldie. Did you come out here for story time? Hi, baby. Tell him bye. I'm going to go read, okay? That was Goldie. Okay. So anyway, back to my story. I'm going to read a couple chapters today. 27 is kind of short. 28 is a little bit longer, so I'll try to hurry up and get going. I'm going to back up a little bit and read what we read yesterday. We know that Bradley ended up in the girls' bathroom. Last thing that we read yesterday, two girls were staring at him. One was the girl who had used the toilet next to him. The other had just entered. He wondered which was which. Then he heard the loudest scream he had ever heard in his whole life. That answered his question. He darted past them, opened the door, and flew into the hall. He rounded a corner, came to a door, and pounded wildly on it until it opened. "Bradley," said Carla. "Hello, Carla," and he held out his hand. "It's a pleasure to see you today." Chapter 27. She shook his hand. He walked inside, shut the door behind him, and sat down around the round table. "You won't believe it," he said, as he looked at his picture of the green monster hanging on the wall. "You just won't believe it." "I'm sure I won't," Carla agreed. She sat across from him. She was wearing a sleeveless black and white checkered shirt. Okay, I'll tell you," said Bradley. "Well, I was hoping that you would. Do you know where I was before I was in here?" "No." He slammed his fist on the table. "The girls' bathroom!" He told her all about it, how the girl had used the toilet next to him and how he thought she had left, but really another girl had entered. At first I didn't know which girl was which, but then one of them screamed, so she must have been the one. "Well, who was she?" asked Carla. "Did you know her?" "Yes, but I don't think I should tell you her name. She probably doesn't want anybody else to know." "Well, that's very considerate of you, Bradley." He shrugged. "Shall we have lunch?" asked Carla. Okay. He took out his roast beef sandwich. Carla set her lunch on the table. She had a carton of yogurt and a plate of sliced tomatoes and cucumbers. "Well, that looks good," said Bradley. "Well, do you want to trade?" Okay. They traded lunches. Bradley ate a slice of cucumber. He thought it was delicious. "So, what were you doing inside the girls' bathroom?" asked Carla. She took a big bite out of Bradley's roast beef sandwich. "Jeff and his friends were chasing me," he explained. "Jeff's got a black eye just like me. They all think that I gave it to him." "Well, did you?" He could have lied. He could have said sure. He beat up Jeff with one hand tied behind his back. He knew Carla always believed whatever he said. "No, I can't even beat up a girl," he said. "Melinda Birch beat me up. Do you know her?" "No." "Well, you'd like her. She's nice." Carla smiled. Bradley ate a slice of tomato, followed by a spoonful of yogurt. I hid in the library at recess," he said. They couldn't beat me up in the library, even if they found me. You can't even talk in the library." "Yes, I know." "Isn't it amazing?" "What's that?" "The library. All those books. And they're all different, aren't they? Carla nodded as she drank Bradley's juice through a straw. I kept thinking about that the whole time I was there, he said. They're all different, but they all use practically the same words. They just put them in a different order. Did you? Just 26 letters, he told her. All they do is move those letters around and then they say so many different things. Did you? You'd think after a while they'd run out of ways to move them around, said Bradley. Did you check out a book? No, Mrs. Wilcott won't let me. I used to a long time ago, before I met you. I used to check out books and not return them. I used to scribble in them and rip them up, so she won't let me check any books out anymore. The whole time I was there, she kept watching me, saying, I don't want any trouble out of you, Bradley. He ate another slice of cucumber. I just wanted to look at a book. I wasn't going to ruin it. I know, said Carla. After a while, Mrs. Wilcott will know that too. I'm trying to be good, said Bradley, but nobody will give me a chance. They will. It just takes time. Do you ever play checkers on your shirt? He asked. Carla nearly spit out her juice. She laughed and shook her head. I like your shirts, he said. Oh, I like your socks, said Carla. Bradley looked at his mismatched socks. Oh, I thought I'd changed them, he said, befuddled. Oh, I hate socks that match, said Carla. See? She stuck out her legs. She was wearing white pants. She had on one white sock and one black sock. Bradley smiled. It wasn't his usual twisted smile, but one that was genuine. It was one that, up till now, had been seen only by Ronnie and Bartholomew. I know something good you can do, said Carla, and Mrs. Ebel will notice too. Well, what? Homework. The smile dropped off of his face. No, I can't, he said. Sure you can, said Carla. I can't. His eyes filled with tears. You can do anything you want to do, Bradley. Chalkers, I have a lot of confidence in you. He shook his head. But I can't. His voice cracked. Don't you say I can't. As long as you say you can't do something, then of course you won't do it. Say, I can. Say I can and you can do anything. I can't. He was crying. Bradley, it's not that difficult. You're making a big deal out of nothing. If you want, I will help you. I can't, he sobbed. Well, why can't you? She demanded. He wiped his eyes with his sleeve and sniffled. He looked Carla straight in the eye and he said, I don't know what page we're on. Oh, Bradley, Carla whispered. Her eyes glistened. She stood up, walked around the table, and kissed him on the cheek. Chapter 28. All right, guys, I think this chapter's pretty long, and I want to be able to finish it once I start. So I'm going to go ahead and stop at 27, since we're already this far in, and start with 28 for Monday, okay? Because it's pretty long. Okay, were you a little bit surprised that Carla kissed him on the cheek? Do you see some changes in Bradley? Can you tell that his whole personality, his whole thinking is starting to change? Do you think Carla will be able to change his ideas about homework? Let's see what happens in the next chapter. All right, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. See you on Monday. Bye.